Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to 312 Bulls. Let's jump right into the game where the Bulls defeat the Clippers 100-90. It was in the first quarter where the Bulls pulled the first punch. Their offense was clicking well, with the Bulls initiating more off-ball and player movement. But honestly, it was the defense that separated us. The Bulls were able to switch and disrupt Paul George and the Clippers on offense, holding the Clippers to only 19 points in the first. While the Bulls still led by the second quarter, the Clippers slowly started to eat away at the Bulls' lead, cutting the lead down to single digits, the score being 54-45 at the half. By the third quarter, a lot of our energy had worn off, giving the Clippers more room to hang around. While our defense on Paul George was exceptional, we allowed the other Clippers players to get easy points inside the paint. By the end of the third, the Bulls led by 6. In the fourth quarter, it was a back and forth battle as the Clippers fought hard to gain the lead. And for a small amount of time, the Clippers did, but with the help of DeRozan and Levine, the Bulls were able to not only regain the lead, but also create a gap in points. The Bulls went on to finish the game with 100 points while holding the Clippers to 90 points. This is a bounce back game for the Bulls, who had an off night against the Warriors. In our last game, we didn't get a lot of offensive production from our bench, but they did contribute defensively. Ayo Dosunmu didn't have a crazy offensive night. His last offensive night, he scored, I believe it was like 15 points against the Nets. Could be 16, I could be wrong. His defense was good though. He finished with 1 steal today. But when he doesn't have it going on offense, I look for him to be more creative on affecting the game in other ways. Derrick Jones Jr. also played a role in defending Paul George. His length allows the Bulls to switch defensively, and while he didn't have any crazy dunks tonight, he affected the game with grabbing 1 steal and a block. Derrick Jones Jr. was also seen in a small ball lineup where he was the center. They later had a similar lineup, but with Javonte Green at the 5. Javonte Green was replaced on the starting lineup with Alex Caruso. Although Javonte does play well with the starters, his energy off the bench adds life and sets the tone while Zach and DeMar are resting. Lonzo Ball was a big factor for why we won this game, as he and Caruso were everywhere on the court tonight. Lonzo didn't have the most efficient night, but his defense more than made up for it. Similar to Caruso, who had a great night while only scoring 7 points, he was able to guard multiple Clippers players while also setting his teammates up for open shots. Tony Bradley got the most minutes at the center position. I like what he brings to the table, as he finished with 1 block and 1 steal, but when teams go small, we should expect him to not play as many minutes. I'm not sure why Billy Donovan didn't test out Alize Johnson, as he brings a good amount of strength and height. Now to the main stars that helped us the most in this game. Levine and DeRozan finished with a combined 64 points. With DeMar being from California, I'm sure this was a bittersweet win for him, as he was on fire on offense, but in my opinion, it was Levine who iced the game with 2 major buckets late in the fourth quarter. Great win for us tonight. Let me know what you guys think about our new starting lineup. Our next game is against the Lakers, so thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.